All right, so what's going on? My name is Kevin.
I'm Tarsha.
This is Conversations with the Crawleys, and on this channel we do lots of conversations about faith, family, relationships, and we do recaps, reviews, and commentary on some of our favorite shows. This one is all about the latest episode of Married at First Sight, Season 16 in Nashville. So, this is content that you enjoy. You know what to do by now. Hit that subscribe, hit the like, request notifications,
and share.
And we'll see you in the comments. Consider becoming a member, because there's some videos that we're going to be dropping soon, hopefully to help you with your relationship. We're going to have some relationship tips that'll be for our members, as well as check out the merch store. Mm-hmm. All right, so still early in Married at First Sight land and timeline, but we've got one wedding halfway done by the time this episode starts. So we got Shaquille and Kirsten. Mm-hmm. They're at the altar. Now, we saw the clip, of course, where at the end, we'll talk about that. But he's smitten when he sees her walk down the aisle.
Yeah, he's like, ooh, when God made you, he broke the mold.
And she's like, thank you. No emotion. Now, I can give her the benefit of the doubt. Hopefully that maybe part of that was emotion or just nerves. She does say in the after party that she was not initially attracted to him because he had a bald head, and then she found out he was a year younger. Mm-hmm.
But and we keep using this term red flags. Yeah. I don't know if that's a red flag. That's more of a preference.
Right. We can't just say everything that we don't necessarily particularly care for is a red flag.
Correct. That's not what that term is for.
Right. Right. So
if you don't prefer something, you don't prefer it.
Right.
That does not make it a red flag.
A red flag is that they got 3 phones. That's a red flag. But a red flag that he, shaves his head bald or he has a goatee instead of a full beard, that's not a red flag. Mm-hmm. That's just your preference. Mm-hmm. But she is kind of cold throughout it as they're talking. They say their vows, and the minister says, okay, you may now kiss your bride. He's like, all right, let's do it.
She was like, nope.
She doesn't give him the cheek. She gives him the hair. She's like, kiss this wig.
Well, she indicated if he would ask,
right, that
potentially she would say yes, because he's, respecting, understand you just can't go in for a kiss.
Right. And
so she's trying to say, look, you got to come correct or don't come at all.
Yeah.
So he didn't come correct. So he got it.
He got the ear and all of the hair.
It was over all in this area.
Now, afterwards, they do kind of talk, and that's where she finds out that he is, I think, a year younger than her. Because she's 32. He was born in 91, so he's 31. Mm-hmm. So he's a year younger than her.
It's not that far off. It's not that far off.
That's a red flag. That's strike. Why is I could understand if there was a major age difference, but we're talking 365 days. Mm-hmm. We're talking about a year. We're not talking 5 years. We're not even talking 10 years.
Again, when you rather set yourself up for failure than success.
True.
You start trying to find little things to sabotage. Ways. You start trying to punch holes in things.
Yep.
Instead of just saying, okay, I'll just take in the information I'm receiving, but let me learn more about him. Let me understand him. Because he shared right away, like, look, you are going to see this big scar. I was in a major accident at 7. Mm-hmm. He talked about being an executive director at a university.
And that he's a mentor to mentees.
Those are great white flags if you want to go, like, he has a steady...
Green flags.
Call them green flags.
Green flags.
Green flags. Green flags.
White flag is just surrender. He ain't surrendering. It's a green flag. It's things that should make you go forward.
It'd be like, wow, you got a good job. You're over the whole enrollment for school. Then he talks about his mentoring of young black men. Mm-hmm. That should be like, whoa, oh my God, that's so exciting.
But that's outweighed by the fact that he has a bald head and he's 364 days younger than her.
These are the things that keep us single. I'm just saying.
Just saying.
I'm just saying.
That might be why you still single.
We don't know now.
We don't know now.
We don't know.
Right.
I guess we'll make predictions later on.
Yes.
Okay.
So, but other than that, she does say that his smile, his smile and his personality is kind of
like he's a good-hearted person.
Right.
That's a green flag. He's a good-hearted person.
So yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So, all right. So I think that was it pretty much for them.
Yeah. I mean, we really didn't get to hear a lot about her in the few minutes that they gave us in the clip because it's the getting through all the wedding part.
Right.
Which is I guess, a little bit challenging.
Yes. All right. Next up is Gina and Clint. And most of the episode, aside from the weddings, was just, let's go dress shopping. Let's go suit shopping.
Correct.
Clint's first outfit, his friend was like, you look like you're going to be a Chippendale stripper. He finally found one that fit him and that fit his personality, fit his style.
Oh, yeah. It looked nice on him. Yeah.
And she found a dress that fits her style, fits her curves. He did say that he likes the concept of waking up next to someone for the rest of his life. And his friend was like, concept versus reality. You better get used to the reality. This ain't just a concept.
Right.
thing.
This is not I. Right. But everyone's always excited about the idea of marriage.
Right. Until you actually have to do the work of marriage.
Talk to me after you do 27 years. It'll be 27, right? In May.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be 27 in May. So, yeah.
Even if I'm wrong, I'm going to just say yeah.
Shut up. You learned over 27.
I learned over 27
over 25. Years. I know we did 25.
At least 25 years. At least somewhere around 2, 3, somewhere even like year 15, 18, I learned just say yes.
Stupid.
But we also find out a little later that Clint has at least 65 partners.
Bro, man. Don't share that out loud and put it on national TV. Maybe you want to share that with your wife later on if she asks. Don't give stuff you don't ask.
In my 40 years, I've had about 65 partners.
About 65.
Thank you for the information, bro.
I guess it's good that he knows. I mean, maybe he's keeping track to make sure.
In case he got to make calls.
If you got to make calls, 65 calls. Or 55 then. Jesus Christ.
Susan, this is Clint.
Right, remember? 2012.
I just got some news I need to share with you.
Right.
So they get married. He is.
Oh, he loves his wife. He's like, and I'm just saying, kind of like he likes the way she looks, likes the eyes, you know. So he is physically attracted to his wife. He's mentioned a lot of different features.
We find out in the after party, she's not so much.
Right. I was surprised. I thought that would be kind of her type. You know, I don't know what the age she seems very mature or seems
I think it's like 8 years or something like that.
Okay, she's 8 years younger.
I forget how many years she is, but yeah, there's a few years between them two.
Okay. Because she seems so mature. So I thought she would be...
Yeah, it's like 7-8 years because he's like 39, 40, she's 32. So.
Oh, okay. So I thought she was a little bit on the closer to the 40 side. Mm-hmm. So I thought
I'm sorry, 5 years.
Okay, there's only 5 years different. Okay. So they make a good match. They look like a great couple together. Mm-hmm. So I was a little surprised that she was saying that she wasn't initially attracted to him.
Yeah, she was like, yeah, right. Yeah,
because she does say in the after party, if he has a good personality and he's good in bed, it can make up for a lot of things. So
yeah, so she's trying to figure that out. She even has her dog, which was a golden doodle.
Yes, and I've seen people. Yeah, I've seen people who have pets bring the ring, and he looks like he loves pets, so he was really into it. Mm-hmm. And the pet. She says that he was a little calmer than normal. So
she got up some of that CBD for dogs.
So I don't know if the dog was just calm or if the dog liked people in general because he was petting them and really feeling it. So the dog was like,
Then they're talking afterwards and come to find out they live in the same building.
No. She works in that building. Her salon's in that building. Because I thought she was saying...
No, I thought she lives in that building.
I thought she said her salon was at the bottom.
Well, it may be at the bottom, but she also lives in that building. Oh. Because she was taking her dog out for a walk one morning.
Oh, okay.
As we found out in the after party, production almost got caught.
Yes.
slipping up as far as because they were interviewing her, and then the next day they came back and interviewed him. So yeah, they live in the same building, and she's seen him in the elevator before. So interesting.
I think that's and that's weird. Like nothing stood out to him,
Right?
To ask her, like, hey, even though nowadays my understanding is that people date by apps, so they really don't ask people face to face.
I guess.
I don't know. He said, I don't date.
Listen, we had to ask for numbers back in my day. You had to have pen and paper because you didn't have a cell phone either.
No, you didn't have a cell phone.
Yes, I am aging myself right now. You had to have pen and paper.
You had to have the boldness to go up and say hi and meet somebody new.
That right there was like,
yeah. You came up to me.
I did.
You did.
And I got the digits.
You did.
It's all good.
It's all good.
All right. So then Nicole and Chris, they also have their wedding day that day. In her dress shopping, whatever, we find out she doesn't like shopping. She's like, no, I don't like the whole having to pick out stuff and then make a decision.
And try it on.
And what have you.
But she was able, because at first I was like, oh my gosh, she ain't gonna find that. Because I know we had one season where the young lady bought 7 or 8 dresses.
Well, she had problems anyway.
But I'm just saying, in general, it has occurred where someone couldn't figure out what they wanted to wear.
Yes.
But she played along well and found a couple things, and she ended up with a beautiful dress.
It was a nice dress.
Yeah.
Also, is he the one that was like, he is... oh no, that's the other guy. Never mind. So then they get to their wedding day, and her mom is like, "All right, get you some good rest on your wedding night. Don't let nothing happen. Just don't even take it for a test drive. Just get you some sleep. Go to sleep. Turn over, wrap yourself in the blanket, and go to bed."
I know she was trying to tell her to kind of like take her time,
right?
Obviously, we understand for them. It's a process. It's 8 weeks. They got cameras. They got a lot of things that are stimulating them,
right?
As they're trying to figure out this person. So she's probably in her own way trying to tell her, don't rush anything.
Slow down.
Yeah.
We find out also I guess he likes to do impressions.
Yes, he has a Sylvester Stallone impression, an Arnold Schwarzenegger, a Morgan Freeman impression, which I didn't really get the Morgan Freeman. I didn't get the Morgan Freeman. He needs to work on it if that's his thing. But they were telling him to do that while I'll be like, no, he needs to be himself until she knows he's playing who he is. So no impressions until you can work your way up to that.
Impressions is like a week 3, week 4 type of thing.
Right.
Not a 2-minute type of thing.
No. I'm like, dude, don't do that.
So they do also give each other gifts. We see their gift giving. Everybody gives gifts, right? Back to Gina and Clint real quick. We find out that his gift to her, she had done nice gifts as far as like a bottle of whiskey.
Yeah, she did a bottle of whiskey.
Bourbon. And then
crystal glasses with their marriage date on it. He gave her sailing gloves.
Yes.
So, but there seemed to be some type of backstory to that with the sailing gloves, because they said, oh, there's more to it. There's more to it. But, I mean, since I don't know you, I would think you would add something a little additional to make it look a little fuller, than just a pair of gloves. Especially since I don't know what this means. There was no card. It wasn't like she shared anything. They gave some hints. There was more to it.
So for our anniversary, I'm going to just give you some weightlifting gloves.
No, we're not. That's not what we do.
No?
We don't do that.
But there's something behind it.
No.
Okay.
That's not how that works in my house.
All right. So anyway, Nicole and Chris, they give gifts. This ain't the first rodeo. Yeah. He gives her a ring, a bracelet. They even have. So there's some commonality in even what they're giving, because he gives her
a moon bracelet,
and she gives him something with crystal. Like a crystal. So.
And he gives her a diamond necklace.
We were looking for it. It was like, wait, what?
That
thing was tiny.
But it was the thought that mattered. It was the thought
that counts, yes.
That he wanted to have something, and she didn't have anything for her neck.
Right.
So it came at the perfect timing. So she was teary-eyed and loved it all and felt like out of all her relationships, that he was the most thoughtful and he thought out every gift.
Right. He was thinking really of her.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So
far, a good match for our experts.
and then they also said that they predicted each other's names.
Yes.
So,
which I thought that was interesting.
That's interesting. Yeah. So, and then the other couples, they are kind of still getting ready. Jasmine and Eris. I just want to talk about his friend's name is Cheese. CHEESE. As in,
I think they
cheddar. Cheese.
I think they messed it up. Maybe it's supposed to have been CHEZ.
Swiss cheese. No, it ain't Ches. It's cheese, which tells me he hiding from somebody.
He hiding from somebody.
He got warrants or something. Because anytime you come on TV and they're like, "We need your name to put down," Cheese. Just call me Cheese. No, not your nickname, bro. What's your Cheese? Just call me Cheese.
I'm clueless. I'm like, what's his name? Like, why are we saying Cheese?
Yeah. So the other thing with Jasmine, we find out as she's doing her dress shopping, one, she had a little difficulty because she does pageants, and so therefore she wanted to make sure that she didn't have a dress that felt like a pageant dress to her, which I get that. I understand that.
Yeah, and you want to like it present as your wedding day,
right?
And not that you're going down the line,
right.
Like,
yes.
So,
but also we find out her mom is really happy to be there because her mom was diagnosed with breast cancer like 3 months before. So of course there was concern if she would even be able to make it to this day. So definitely praying for her mom.
Yeah.
Don't know, I know it was filmed in July, but don't know the status or anything.
Right.
But that definitely is a moment and thing to be mindful of.
Yeah. I think a lot of times we take for granted that God gives us every day, and that we have to be thankful that we can wake up and see another day.
Absolutely. So they have their wedding day. Also, her and her friends, they were having breakfast.
I'm gonna have breakfast too. I eat. I don't be playing with my meals, especially they don't know what they're gonna be getting for the reception since they didn't.
They're like, nope, we're going to have some chicken and waffles.
We're going to have some waffles.
We're going to have some French toast.
We're going to have some eggs and some bacon on the side. We're going to do this up. Don't be trying to show like this little bagel, little hors d'oeuvres they ever having.
We are going to eat. And him in his room, Eris, he up there waving bye to the streets.
He waving bye to the streets. He's like, salute, no. He didn't give no numbers, but he was like, whoever you are, you know who you are.
All right. And then the other couple, the final couple that is just kind of getting started in their process of picking out wedding and wedding outfits, Dominique and McKinley, which her dress was different.
Was it different?
I didn't particularly care for her dress. I'll just say that.
I felt like maybe her dress didn't really fit.
And that's what I mean by different. That's what I mean by different.
Okay. Now, from our understanding, is that's what she wanted to wear, and that's what she like. Look, you're the bride. Whatever makes you feel beautiful, that is your day. But yeah.
And he says that he thinks that he's stylish and trendy.
Yeah. No. A polo has been
McKinley now, bro.
That's you wearing polo and jeans. That's not trendy. Just be you, man. Yeah. You're ordinary.
It's
just average.
Right. You're not dressing badly.
It's not trending though.
It's not trendy or stylish.
Right.
So that was pretty much it. And again, remember, Dominique is the one whose mother signed her up for this process.
Yes. She didn't sign herself up for it. But her mom was like, oh, you picking all the wrong people. Okay. We may pick the wrong person, but long as we're learning from who we pick from, right? Because you're young and now you're on your own. So those are things that you learn as you mature.
Right.
Because everyone makes mistakes, but I don't know. This is something I wouldn't want to do for my own child.
No.
I will allow them to make decisions about signing up to find a husband. It was almost like she signed her up to have an assigned, what they call them, an assigned marriage, not an assignment, but arranged marriage.
Arranged marriage, yeah.
That's what the mom did. She pretty much assigned her up to have an arranged marriage.
Yeah. I forgot who it was. One of you in our comments. Oh, yeah. WLJ said, I had to laugh when they said 25 was too young to get married. I got married at 25 and have been married for over 25 years. Yeah, we agree with that.
Totally.
We got married, I think I was, 24 and you were 22?
Yeah, I was 20 and I had...
Just turned 22.
No, I was 21 when I got married because we got married in May.
Yes.
I turned 22 in November.
Right.
So, yeah. So I guess it's about the person's maturity.
Absolutely.
Not their physical age.
Because there's some 60-year-olds that don't need to be married. They're not ready to get married.
Listen. Or they're on their third marriage. Hello, somebody. Hello. So
listen,
Linda. Listen. So I wouldn't think that's too young, but I'm noticing from different generations, they're waiting later in life to get married. But then when they're waiting later, then they're in a rush. That's the weird thing. You decide to wait, and now you're in a rush. Yeah. There has to be a balance.
Yeah. All right, so I know it's early, but this wouldn't be us if I didn't have some predictions.
Ooh, we're making predictions.
I got predictions, at least as far as where we are right now.
Okay.
And again, we watch these shows as fans. Yes, I could probably go and search and see what the spoilers are, but this is we like to watch it and be entertained.
Watch it.
So for Kirsten and Shaquille, I'm not 100% convinced that they'll make it. I think that she's looking at all the wrong things as kind of her major things. Like when you say him having a bald head is a red flag, that tells me some things, right? So I'm not too keen on them.
I'm going to give them a yes.
Okay.
Okay.
In fact, I even said that just from kind of personality, what we see, they should have switched Kirsten for Jasmine and given Jasmine to Shaquille, or not given, but match Jasmine up with Shaquille and maybe, what's her name, Kirsten with Eris. Just a thought. Let us know what you think about that. And then the other couple, what is it, Gina and Clint?
I'm on the fence.
I'm on the fence with them.
Because that could go either way. My major concern is that she owns a salon, and how much dedication does she have to her salon? Where Clint, on the other hand, wants to be adventurous and go off. So are they going to come up with a good balance on her working her business and her maybe having someone to be there more often and she's not there while he wants to go on these adventures? Another thing is, does Clint have a real job? He giving me Tommy vibes. Nobody knows exactly. Clint wasn't really clear on what he does.
He was for a tech company and he does consulting. So I can give him that because that's a little more. You go different places. I get that. My concerns with Gina and Clint point more to Clint in that Clint didn't wave goodbye to them streets. Clint did not wave goodbye to those streets. I think Clint is a player from the Himalayas, and I don't know that he can stay connected with one person, especially going through this process where, as she said at the time, initially, she wasn't initially attracted to him. So I'm saying that they probably won't work out because Clint might want to go back to them streets.
Oh, no. I guess we'll see.
We'll see.
If he's just a sailor. He's just a sailor.
He goes
hitting high seas.
He's going to sail from port to port to port. He didn't already hit 65 ports. So then we got Nicole and Chris. I'm predicting that Nicole and Chris will probably stay together.
Yeah.
But I'm saying they'll stay together because I think she'll walk all over him. And he will kind of just allow it. He's too nice of a guy, I think.
I think they both want it.
Oh, yeah.
And I think at the beginning, he may give in to her a lot more. But I think as he become more confident in who he is, and he's finding that he has a long-term partner, I think they'll balance each other out.
Okay.
So I'm giving it a yes for them. because they just have an overall wanting to commit to a good relationship.
Okay.
So, and they seem to be really compatible. Not saying that everybody isn't. It's just like they're really vibing on a lot of key things that we're seeing really up front.
Okay. And it's too early right now to tell about Jasmine and Eris or Dominique and McKinley.
Because we haven't really seen enough interaction or what their families say about them at the wedding.
Yep. So we'll definitely have those thoughts in the coming episodes. But that's it for this one. Make sure, again, you're subscribing. If you haven't already and you're here at this point in the video,
you might as well go ahead.
What you waiting on?
Just subscribe.
All right. We'll see y'all next time. Have a great one. Be blessed.
Bye.